Hello, I am excited to film this video. In this video, I'm going to be telling you 3 things that help me with shifting realities. Okay, I just want to say that you guys loved the last video, the OG video, so much that I decided to do another. And let me tell you, I'm really excited to film this video because I'm feeling the same kind of vibe as last time I recorded one of these videos, like shifting. I'm coming for you, bitch. That's also why I'm recording in the same bathroom. I could record in my room, but I have to do it in like the OG place, you know? The sun's out, yay! Okay, I love the sun. I love everything, okay. Yes, bitch. So, number 1 is shifting is literally like a vacation, okay? So, let me explain this one. I went to Punta Cana recently. I'm peeling. Look at all that. Holy shit. And I can't peel it off and be satisfying because I have hair on my arms, so like it doesn't work. Oh my god. It was my first time going on a vacation, going out on a plane, going outside of the country I live in, and I was like, holy shit, I am so excited. And it was literally the best fucking time of my life. Like, oh my god, I want to go back so bad. It was literally the best. Oh my god, it was so cool. I felt like the plane, like going there was like the shift, like shifting to the desired reality. And then when I landed and when I was in Punta Cana, the Dominican Republic, I was like in the DR, the desired reality. You know what was weird? It was like I didn't feel like I traveled at all. Like I just felt like I was still in the country that I live in. Like I didn't feel like I was far from home, if that makes sense. I had never seen the ocean before, and had never seen a palm tree or anything like that, and super hot weather. I'd never seen anything like that. So I was expecting to like cry and have this like spiritual moment when I saw the ocean for the first time, when I saw palm tree, because it was so crazy, because like I've never seen that and I've always wanted to. But I learned this big lesson that really helped me with shifting. It's that the ocean and palm trees are normal. Like they're absolutely beautiful things, but they're normal. It's not this big mysterious thing that you can't reach. It's just there like everything else. Don't get me wrong, the ocean is beautiful and really special, and so are palm trees. I really sound so crazy talking about palm trees like that. I don't care. But they're normal. Like I swam in the ocean. Like it's not like you can't achieve it. You know? And it's just like shifting. Like shifting is just a normal thing. Like it's not out of your reach. I feel like when we talk about shifting, it's like, oh, I'll shift. I know I'm gonna shift in my lifetime, just not right now. Like I have to be more special, or like we imagine this version of ourselves that is like a god at shifting and that shifts whenever they want. It feels like this version of ourselves is like almost unachievable. But that's what I do sometimes. I catch myself like, oh, when I become that version of myself, then I'm gonna shift. But like, you have to get there. You have to still practice and meditate. You know, you can't just become that version of yourself on a whim. You have to put in the work and become that version of yourself. Maybe I'll ask the universe to become that version of myself. Yes, I will. And it did feel like a shift because it was like you're on vacation, like you're taking a break from your normal day-to-day life. And it's like, well, which doesn't have to be what shifting is about. Like taking a break or like escaping this reality. That's not what I'm saying. It just felt like I like was in this DR fucking swimming in the ocean, drinking pina coladas. Virgin, by the way. I don't drink. And it was just such a cool experience, especially because it reminded me of shifting. And because I've always wanted to go on vacation. I've always wanted to go see the ocean, always wanted to go to a hot place. Like, and especially a fucking island, like, that's so epic. But it seemed like so out of reach, and I was like, oh my god. When my mom told me we were going on vacation, I was like, what? Oh my god. And I was pretty excited. But then when I actually experienced it, it was like, oh my god. Like, not that it didn't meet my expectations or anything, but like, I thought that it was so unattainable going to this place. But it's so effortless, and like, it's so obtainable. Like, it's not this crazy fucking fantasy shit. It's just normal like everything else. Which brings me to my next subject, which is independency. So, like I was about to say earlier, it's just a normal thing. The first time you do it, it's gonna be like, oh my god. And it's gonna be kind of scary. But like, after you do it once, you're gonna get the hang of it. You're gonna be so relaxed, and you're just gonna get better and better. An example of independence with this thing that I'm talking about is driving alone. Okay, I got my driver's license, and the first time I drove alone, I was pretty scared because usually my mommy is next to me, but she wasn't, so it was a little spooky. But I drove alone, no one else in the car. I drove to school, and then I drove back, and I was like, holy fuck. Like, it was a little scary, okay, because it was my first time, and I was alone, and you know, like, not teenagers, but like me being alone with no one else to depend on is a little scary. Okay, yeah, because some people used to, or try not to, let other people make their decisions because they're absolutely terrified of making the wrong decision and of being wrong. So when you're just driving alone and you're like, oh my god, should I turn left or should I go straight? Fuck. And you have to make a decision, and you're like turning right. It's like, oh my god, I just made my own decision and it was right. Wow. And it's just really crazy. And another example of that is going grocery shopping alone. I went grocery shopping alone. Yeah, without anyone. And it's like, the first time you do it, you're like, where's the milk? Oh my god, I forgot where the milk is. Just kidding, I don't drink milk. It's like the same thing for shifting, I feel. Like, the first time you shift, you're like, holy shit. Like, what is happening? I don't know why I'm grabbing onto this pole. But then the second time you go, you're like, I got this. Maybe you don't do that because that's a little weird. And I almost broke my neck there. Yo, jeez. So, being independent has really helped me with shifting. Because I trust myself more and trust that I will make good decisions, and I'm more comfortable being on my own. Like, I know that I can take care of myself, which is just that, especially when you're a teenager, it's just that awkward phase I'm in right now, I think, that, like, you're not really depending on your parents anymore, so you have to depend on yourself more, but you're kind of depending on your parents. It's like that kind of awkward phase, because you're not a kid anymore, but you still are kind of, but you're also kind of turning into an adult, so it's like, what? But I'm so glad I drove by myself. Oh my god, that's so cool. Anyways. And another thing, before I got my driver's license and worked on my independence a lot, I had this out-of-body experience. I had two, actually. The first one, I was literally feeling myself getting out of my body, like astral projecting kind of thing. And I was literally like, no, go back, bitch. Like, no, I'm not ready, go. And then I came back and I was like, even though it was my fucking fault. Anyways. And then another time, I had this really cool shifting experience, and I was like on my way somewhere, like shifting, and I heard voices that were my voice, I'm pretty sure, and it was like, come back, but it was like kind of calm. So then I was like, okay, I'm not ready, and I'll go back. So I gently went back, or came back to this body and this reality. So yeah, but that's because I didn't trust myself as much as I do now, you know, and I didn't think that I could take care of myself. When you're shifting, like, the people I used to depend on a lot aren't in that reality that I'm going to. And to get to that reality, you have to shift there, which you're totally alone, you know? Unless, like, you say, my spirit guides are with me. I say that sometimes, but you're alone, basically. So if you work on being more independent and being more comfortable with yourself and trusting yourself more, what the fuck is going on with my nose? I think that you'll be able to shift because. Okay, this number 3, I'm really excited to talk about. So there's this TikToker named Benny Frankie, and they posted a video of what I wish I knew before I shifted and before shifting, and it really inspired me. Like, it was really good. So I'm gonna link that in the description, and I'm also gonna talk about a few things they said. So the first thing that they mention is that a lot of people practice shifting and just try to shift for the first time rather than practicing shifting and trying to shift consistently. Honestly, I relate to that a lot because even in the past, I was like, I just want to shift for the first time. Then I can, like, be done with it. Well, not be done with shifting, but, like, I'll figure it out later kind of thing. But I feel like if you start learning how to shift consistently and practicing shifting and, like, meditation and getting into the void state kind of thing, then it'll be way more beneficial for you rather than just trying to shift for the first time and you figure it out later. Like, no. Do better. I'm just talking to my past self, don't worry. And this is the one that I'm excited to talk about. Let me get ready. Let me get pumped. Oh my god, I worked out today. I forgot how much working out does for you. Like, bitch. I was, like, punching the air. It was so cool. So, shifting realities is shifting to another life. Like this one. Not a fantasy. Do you understand, bitch? Do you understand? Okay. I was trying to be like that police guy that's like, okay, whatever. When you shift to a reality, you're not going on a TV show. Okay? It's not going to be this life, this experience that every 5 seconds there's action and it's like a story plot. Like, no, bitch. It's a fucking life. Life is not always pretty. There's not always shit going on. And there's this quote that she says, bitch, let me read it to you. Let me get my little laptop with me. Are you looking to actually live it, or are you just looking to see it? Bitch, you fucking kidding me right now? That was literally the best fucking quote ever. I don't think they know how good that is, because it's really good. Are you going there to actually live it and explore it, live it like this life? Or do you just want to go see it? Do you just want to go dream about it and be in a daze? No, you don't. Just kidding. I don't know what you want. But I think how I see it is like life doesn't always have like good shit going on, you know? And if you're shifting to a reality and you just want to see the good things and live through the good shit, like, I don't know, it's not really a life. Like, that's not really gonna happen. You're like actually living it. And they even talk about like scripting dangerous shit to be that main character bitch, you know? Like, I love a main character bitch. That should be my thumbnail. I love being that main what the fuck am I saying? I love being that main character bitch. Okay, there we go. But getting kidnapped isn't cute. Getting harassed or like shot at, I don't know what you guys' DRs are, it's not cute. And it's actually very traumatizing. So maybe don't do that. Because like in theory, when you see it, that's from the quote, when you see it in your mind and you're visualizing and you're like, oh my god, I look so badass. Fuck, I'm gonna get kidnapped. I don't know. And my lover's gonna save me and they're gonna fall in love. Like, you can't just scratch that you were just kidnapped, bitch. Like, you're gonna be absolutely terrified. Okay? Being kidnapped is fucking terrifying. Okay? Like, do you know that? Do you know that? And I'm not gonna lie, I scripted that before because it happened in the show and I was like, oh my god, I guess I can be kidnapped too with my friends. But Lauren, that's kind of really super fucking scary. Like, no. And that's why scripts exist. Well, one of the reasons, so that you can script safety concerns, which, let me know if you want me to make a video about scripting, because a lot of you ask questions about it. Let me know. And this is like the most exciting thing about this video, okay? I saved it for last because I'm such a little munchkin and I love it. I had a bubble in my throat, if you can tell. So, you know how if you're shifting to a show or like a cartoon or something or like an anime, there's always like this thing where like it's almost hard to visualize because you only see it in a cartoon version, and like I'm not shifting to a cartoon version, so it's like I don't really know how to visualize that because like that's not what it's gonna actually look like. So I was making my vision board for 2024. It's the 31st day. Crazy. I made a fucking vision board of my DR. And this has definitely been done before, but I've never done it before. And let me tell you, bitch, with all of these mixed up that are going through my head right now, I'm feeling good about shifting. And then I made this. Fuck. I was like literally about to go shift. Like, I feel so fucking good about shifting. I love shifting. I made this vision board. Okay? It's like I don't know what you call it. It's not a vision board, but it's like a board of my DR. Like, that's literally it. And it's lit as fuck. But it's like, if you're shifting to a cartoon, you can get realistic pictures from Pinterest. I literally, so shut up. You just do cottage aesthetic and you get it. You do beach aesthetic. You do stargazing aesthetic and you literally get it. Like, it's so easy. But this is literally my DR. And that's what it's gonna look like. Like, it's so now, and it makes you feel more comfortable, especially because you're like, oh, that's what it's gonna look like. So you like kind of have an idea. You're not shifting there and being like, oh, I don't know. And it's just so motivating and epic and fuck. Just fuck. Like, that's literally my DR, bitch. Hello. Okay. Last little tip. This is the last thing I'm going to say about shifting. Don't take it so seriously. That's literally all this video is about. I was trying to take shifting off the pedestal, if you will, for you. These tips, like literally all of them, is doing that. Making yourself more on the pedestal with independency and bringing shifting down, like seeing it as a vacation, and making a lit vision board of it, a realistic version, like IRL, like real trees, not a cartoon, is also bringing your shifting down off of the pedestal. Why is that so hard for me to say? Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or video suggestions, you can put it in the comments down below. And I have a shifting group chat on Discord, so if you want to join, put your username down below in the comments. And let me know if you want that scripting video. And one last thing. I also have a shifting playlist for my other videos. It wasn't that cool. I know. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I really enjoyed recording it. I love our vibes that we have, you know? Yeah, we're cool. Fist bump. Thanks. Thanks for not leaving me hanging. Okay. Goodbye, my little petunia. I love you. Happy shifting. Happy life. Love this reality. Take care of yourself because you are epic. Epic. Bye, I love you.